The mysterious death of Gene Hackman, unraveling the secrets beneath the floor. In the serene and picturesque landscape of Santa Fe, New Mexico, lies a mansion that once belonged to one of Hollywood's most legendary actors, Gene Hackman. Known for his iconic roles in films like The French Connection and Unforgiven, Hackman had retired from the limelight, choosing a life of solitude and creativity in this secluded home. But beneath the tranquility of this desert retreat, a dark secret was buried, one that would shock the world and leave investigators baffled. On a cold February morning in 2025, the FBI arrived at Gene Hackman's sprawling estate. What began as a routine death investigation soon turned into a mystery that would captivate the nation. Gene Hackman, aged 95, and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, were found dead in their home. The initial cause of death for Hackman was listed as hypertensive and atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, but as agents began to peel back the layers of this case, they discovered something far more unsettling, something hidden beneath the very floors of the mansion. Gene Hackman's love affair with Santa Fe began decades earlier. After working on several film projects in the area, he fell in love with its magic and charm. Alongside his wife, Betsy Arakawa, a classical pianist, Hackman sought a permanent retreat from the hustle and bustle of Hollywood. They purchased a property that, at the time, was in dire need of renovation. With the help of local architects, Hackman transformed the house into a reflection of his eclectic vision, a blend of Southwestern architecture, Spanish Baroque, and personal touches that made it uniquely his. The mansion, spanning 12 acres of piñon-covered hills, was a masterpiece of design. Hackman wanted a home that felt both massive and cozy, with soaring 20-foot ceilings, an open floor plan, and French doors that brought the outside in. He was deeply involved in every aspect of the renovation, from the floor plan to the finishing touches. The walls were plastered to look aged, with watermarks and darkened patches, as if the house had stood for centuries. It was a labor of love, a sanctuary where Hackman could paint, read, and listen to music in peace. But this sanctuary held a secret. When the FBI arrived, they noticed inconsistencies in the flooring. Using heat mapping technology, they detected anomalies beneath the wooden planks. What they found left even seasoned agents frozen in shock. Beneath the floorboards, hidden from view, was something that would change the course of the investigation. The discovery came after a maintenance worker, unable to reach the couple for days, conducted a wellness check. Peering through a window, he saw Gene Hackman lying motionless in the foyer. Emergency services were called, and upon entering the home, authorities found both Hackman and Betsy deceased, along with one of their 3 dogs. The other 2 dogs were still alive, adding another layer of intrigue to the already unsettling discovery. By the time officials arrived, their bodies had already begun decomposing, indicating they had been dead for several days. Investigators estimated that their deaths occurred around February 17th, 2025, 9 days before they were found. At first, authorities searched for any signs of forced entry, foul play, or external injuries on the bodies, but they found none. The house showed no signs of a struggle, and no valuables appeared to be missing. A key question that puzzled investigators was why neither Hackman nor Betsy had called for help. A medical examination revealed that Hackman's heart had stopped functioning on February 17th, as indicated by data retrieved from his pacemaker. However, the cause of Betsy's death was less clear. No immediate signs of trauma or poisoning were detected. Carbon monoxide poisoning was ruled out after tests came back negative, and there were no gas leaks in the home. As details unfolded, Experts and the public began speculating on what might have happened. One leading theory suggested that Hackman, who had a history of heart disease, suffered a fatal heart attack, possibly collapsing in the foyer. Betsy, upon discovering him, may have gone into shock or suffered from extreme emotional distress. Some experts theorized that she experienced Takotsubo cardiomyopathy, commonly known as broken heart syndrome. This condition, triggered by intense grief or trauma, can cause severe heart dysfunction, leading to sudden death. Another theory considered the possibility of an underlying medical condition affecting both individuals. Though toxicology reports had yet to provide any clear answers, some speculated whether they had an agreement in case of a medical emergency, possibly choosing not to call 911 for personal reasons. The case became even more complicated due to the condition of their bodies. The warm, dry environment inside their home led to a natural mummification process, making it difficult for medical examiners to determine a precise time and cause of death. Additionally, questions arose about why their home was so isolated. Despite having security and staff, no one had checked on them sooner, raising speculation about their reclusive lifestyle. In recent years, Hackman had largely withdrawn from the public eye after retiring from acting in 2004, preferring a quiet life away from Hollywood. The sudden and mysterious nature of their deaths sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Gene Hackman was regarded as one of the greatest actors of his time, known for his powerful performances in films like The French Connection and Unforgiven. Tributes poured in from fellow actors and directors, with Clint Eastwood calling him a dear friend whom I will miss very much, and Francis Ford Coppola remembering him as a true legend of cinema. Betsy Arakawa, though not as widely known in Hollywood, was deeply respected by those who knew her. She had been Hackman's devoted partner for decades, and their relationship was seen as a rare example of lasting love in the entertainment industry. Fans and conspiracy theorists alike took to social media, with some questioning whether there was more to the story. The lack of immediate medical help and the unusual circumstances led to widespread speculation, though officials insisted that no foul play was suspected. Authorities continued to investigate the case, with toxicology reports and additional forensic analysis pending. While the most likely explanation points to a tragic sequence of natural deaths, Hackman's heart failure followed by Betsy's potential stress-induced passing, many questions remain. Why was no emergency call made? Could there have been an undetected environmental factor in the home? Did their deep bond ultimately lead to them passing away together, unable to live without each other? As the world mourns the loss of a legendary actor and his beloved wife, the mystery surrounding their final days remains. Whether a heartbreaking coincidence or something more complex, their story will continue to be remembered as one of Hollywood's most intriguing and tragic endings. Investigators are baffled as they struggle to pinpoint the exact cause of death. But what the FBI is planning to do next will leave you stunned. At a recent press conference, Santa Fe County Sheriff Daniel Morales addressed ongoing concerns regarding the investigation. "It's not normal to find two people deceased in a residence," he said. "That's concerning." Standing before a crowd of reporters, he acknowledged the unusual circumstances of the case, but remained tight-lipped about the FBI's exact findings. "We are working closely with federal authorities to ensure that no stone is left unturned," Sheriff Morales stated. "At this stage, I can't comment on specifics, but I can confirm that additional investigative measures are being taken within the property." This vague response only added to the mystery. Why would investigators feel the need to tear up the floor of Hackman's home? Was there something hidden beneath the surface, something that had remained concealed for years? According to inside sources, the FBI's decision to remove parts of the floor came after forensic experts detected inconsistencies in certain areas of the mansion. Heat mapping technology reportedly revealed anomalies beneath the wooden planks, sparking theories that something might be buried beneath. Officials initially focused on Hackman's and Betsy's cause of death, which remains unclear. However, with no external injuries, no carbon monoxide poisoning, and no signs of foul play, investigators seem to be broadening their search for answers. Now, it appears they believe the home itself may hold hidden secrets. As news of the FBI's actions spread, so did speculation. Some theorists suggested that Hackman, known for his reclusive lifestyle in later years, may have been guarding a long-hidden secret within his home. Could there be a hidden room, a concealed safe, or even long-lost documents buried under the floor? Others wondered if this investigation was tied to something from Hackman's past. Given his high-profile career and connections in Hollywood, could there be something deeper at play? Some online forums even speculated about the possibility of classified documents, hidden wealth, or evidence linked to an old crime. While officials refused to confirm any specific suspicions, forensic experts believe the FBI's search methods suggest they are looking for more than just clues related to the couple's deaths. The removal of flooring isn't a standard procedure in most death investigations, unless there is reason to believe something significant lies beneath. Potential possibilities include traces of foul play previously overlooked, hidden compartments built into the floors, or even traces of chemicals that could indicate poisoning or environmental hazards. Legal experts note that such an investigation could also have implications for Hackman's estate. If any hidden assets, documents, or evidence are uncovered, it could shift the direction of ongoing probate and inheritance matters. Hackman's family, as well as close associates, have remained largely silent, further fueling speculation that something big is about to be revealed. Additionally, the presence of the FBI, rather than just local authorities, indicates that federal investigators have taken a special interest in the case. This raises the question, what exactly do they suspect? For now, the mansion remains sealed off as forensic teams continue their search. FBI officials have refused to give a timeline for their investigation, leading many to wonder if more shocking discoveries are on the horizon. Could Hackman's home hold a secret that changes the entire course of this case? And most importantly, what will the FBI uncover beneath the floors of the legendary actor's mansion? Could Gene Hackman's long-standing heart condition be the key to unraveling the mystery of his death? Let's take a closer look at his health battles, as these latest findings might change everything. Gene Hackman faced numerous health challenges throughout his later years. His struggles with heart disease, past injuries, and the natural effects of aging became significant factors in his life after retirement. One of the most well-documented health battles Hackman faced was his struggle with heart disease. In 1990, at the age of 60, Hackman suffered a serious heart attack, which forced him to reassess his lifestyle. This was a wake-up call that led him to adopt healthier habits and reduce his workload in Hollywood. By 2004, Hackman made the difficult decision to retire from acting entirely. While he never explicitly stated that health issues were the sole reason, it was clear that his body needed rest. At this point, he had already undergone various medical treatments, including the implantation of a pacemaker to regulate his heart condition. As Hackman entered his 70s and 80s, he experienced the physical toll that comes with aging. Reports indicated that he had difficulty moving around freely, often relying on assistance for everyday tasks. Though he remained mentally sharp, his physical condition prevented him from making public appearances. Fans rarely saw him in the media during his later years, and he preferred a quiet, reclusive life in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Occasionally, paparazzi captured images of him, showing an older man who had clearly slowed down but remained active in his own way, riding bikes, gardening, and enjoying time with his wife, Betsy Arakawa. In 2012, Hackman survived a serious bicycle accident in Florida when a pickup truck hit him while he was riding. At the age of 82, such an accident could have been life-threatening, but Hackman miraculously recovered. The incident reminded the world of his resilience, though it also reinforced concerns about his fragility. Despite his past battles, Hackman lived well into his 90s. However, reports suggested that his health had been declining in the years leading up to his death in 2025. Close friends noted that he had become weaker, with increasing difficulty in movement. Though he remained mentally aware, his body struggled to keep up. When Hackman and his wife were found deceased in their home in February 2025, speculation arose about whether his heart condition played a role. His pacemaker data confirmed that his heart had stopped on February 17th, yet the cause of death remained unclear. Some experts theorized that his wife, in shock upon finding him unresponsive, may have succumbed to stress-related heart failure herself. Gene Hackman was a fighter, both on screen and in life. Despite his health struggles, he lived a long and fulfilling life, choosing to spend his final years in peace away from Hollywood. His legacy as an actor remains intact, but his resilience in facing health challenges is equally admirable. What do you think? When will investigators finally uncover the real reason behind Gene Hackman's mysterious death? Let us know your thoughts, and don't forget to stay tuned for more updates on this intriguing case.